Hey everybody, so back in the garden. This is the end of October. Can you imagine? Just, it's amazing, isn't it? It still looks like summertime. It's beautiful, actually. So here is the eToro, my wallet. So this isn't actually my portfolio. This is the wallet section. Let's check its recording, which shows how much I've got, including all of the assets I have in my actual portfolio. But it also shows my crypto holdings, which are not actually on eToro. They're in the sort of separate eToro wallet. They've been there for years, just sitting there. Total value of my portfolio is $5,551.53. 86.26% of that is investment. That's the stuff that's actually in my portfolio that's being copy traded on eToro, and this is 13.74%, which is in my crypto wallet. This keeps fluctuating, this percentage, based on how well crypto is doing, and it was down at sort of 11% or 9%, I think, at one point. So I know crypto is doing well just by looking at that. I've got nothing in my eToro money account. Do you use the eToro money account? Could you write in the description, leave a comment about what you use the eToro money account for? I know you can have a dollar account, and I know you can have a euros account. Do any of you use that euros account or any other account that there might be to sort of, you know, trade into stuff without going through the dollars first? I don't, simply because the dollar seems to be stronger than euros. So to sort of switch it into dollars and then leave it there for a while seems like it's almost like a trade within itself. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know if you use the eToro money account. I don't so far. My investment account, my portfolio, 4,788. That's over here. So there we are. 4,788. We can see the total value there. That's what that's representing. Go back here. It's here on the left-hand side. That's where you find the wallet. Click there. So that's how much of my portfolio, and then I've got my cryptos. My Bitcoin, $666.23. That's 0.009327. Can you imagine? Look how few units that was. There are people who are buying Bitcoin for like $12 back in the day. If we'd only known, right? But there we are, buying it back in the day. But there we are, $666 for that many units. And my Ethereum, $96 for 0.03. Same. I mean, I remember 2017 on here buying Ethereum for $30. $30, and I just buy Ethereum. Hindsight is amazing, isn't it? Right? It's like if we had a time machine and could just go back with what we know now through, you know, it'd be amazing. Just people be saying, why are you doing that? I'd just be buying Bitcoin, right? In sort of 2011 or 12, whenever it came out. People were mining it, right? They'd go to websites and there'd be a big button which says click here to get Bitcoin. You just click the button, and as you click it, the faster you click it, you ding ding ding, little Bitcoins appear. You are literally mining it within your browser. Sit there all day. Can you imagine the wealth? Then there was that guy there, wasn't there, that spent, I don't know, what was it, like thousands of Bitcoin to buy a pizza. Like, oh no. I mean, cool at the time. He probably had thousands more, but still. Anyhow, I'll stop about that. But there's my crypto wallets. There's my total holdings at the moment. What's going on in the portfolio? We've got Thomas Parry Jones. Quickly, let's have a look at them. Let's have a look at how they've been doing. Now remember, back to the portfolio briefly. Most of it's still sitting in available cash. I've got 2,193 total invested. That's the money that's actually copying all of these traders who I'm copying on eToro. I'm not manually trading. Don't have the constitution. Don't want to do it, but here we are. I'm copying these guys with $2,193 of my money, and this is the amount of money which I have uploaded to eToro. That's my total value that's in my account. This is being actively used. This is just sitting in my account as cash. Just sitting there, not doing anything. It's idle. And I did that because I was moving house, and I sold my house. I wasn't moving house. I sold my house. I was packing it all up. I wanted to get out of the markets. I didn't know what was happening. I heard that it's not great in summer anyhow, so I got out, and a lot of it's sitting in cash. And I'm too late now. The markets have been going up for the last few weeks. This is the problem, right? They say it's about time in the market instead of timing the market. Woo! Like when to get in and out. I just don't know. I'm not built for it, right? So I got my money out, and then I'm late to put it back in, and I don't know whether to do it. And I've missed the last 3 weeks where the market seemed to have been going crazy again. I don't know why. I'm going to be honest. Like, there's all sorts of stuff happening in the world. Everything looks really uncertain to me. How does it look to you? It looks uncertain to me. I don't know why everyone's so kind of like gung-ho, and there's all this stuff, the American elections, and what happens if that stuff in the Middle East gets wrong and one goes for the other. And to me, this is a very perilous time, but the market's been going up, and I've missed it because I don't know what everyone else seems to know. Anyhow, so a lot of it's been sitting there in cash, but Thomas Parry Jones, how's he doing? Let's look at his stats. So he was sort of May, June, I was sort of out of the trade sort of here. I withdrew most of my money. I'm copying them with like $100 and something. There's only Amit who I'm copying with more, who's sort of in the energy sector. But these guys, I'm copying with very little, but I didn't want to close the trades. July, he was down 1.95. August, down 1.06. Up 0.5% in September, and he's had 1.25% in October. So a lot of people I'm copying seem to have a really good September, as you'll see, and a little bit of an okay October. He's doing better in October. At the moment, he's on 29.97, 30% for the year. He's doing much better than me. I'm on like 3.5% for the year. This dude here, Thomas Parry Jones, on nearly 30% for the year. So there are people doing well. Again, I'm just going to look, and we can see that look, all of the years are in profit so far. I mean, these are amazing statistics. Some people say it's just luck. It's just luck. I'm just luck, right? I'm just luck. Flip a coin, whatever. I have to think that if you can get 5 years where you're consistently winning, it can't just be luck, surely. I mean, these years have changed. Some of them were going more up, some were down. There were crashes. There was like the pandemic was in here, wasn't it? And like he's consistent. So maybe I should trust him more and not have withdrawn my money. That's what you might be thinking. It's what I'm thinking as well. I don't know. But there we are. He's been doing well. I think probably should have left it, shouldn't I? There we are. 29.97%. And the guy who I was listening to, I was listening to this guy's video, one of these investors, traders that I sort of listened to, and I think, oh, okay, he was withdrawing his money. I listened to him, withdrew my money, and then I didn't see one of his update videos where he put it all back in a month ago. So, I don't know, but I'm doing other stuff, but I hope you're doing better. Back to the portfolio. Who's next? Fund Manager Zek. Again, another one. Should have been copying you, Fund Manager Zek. Look at this. I withdrew most of my money from Fund Manager Zek as well. He was down in June, so I missed that. I looked clever there. Looked moderately clever there. Looked clever in August. Boom! 8.31% in September. Missed it. Missed it. So there we are. Not so clever. So there we are. 8.31% in September. He's down 1.2% down in October. He's on 17.89, so 18% for the year realistically. Again, look at all these years. We've got 2 years at a loss. 9.40 minus nearly 12% there. But look at the rest. The rest are all winning. It's a massive 2 there. So again, doing better than me, and I missed it. Trying to time the markets. I'm not saying don't try and time the markets. Again, really, that's not what I'm saying. This is not professional investment advice, as I'm sure you're aware. Melvin Monqui, how's Melvin been doing? He was down in July, down in August, making me look clever in these two because I withdrew the money from him. But look, boom, 2.88% in September, 0.5% so far in October. He's up 5% for the year. He's got 3 years where, again, consistent wins there. So there's Melvin. And the last one would be Amit. Now, Amit, I did leave most of my money. Actually, I copied Amit with more money. The things he was trading drew down. I added more money to Amit. He was down in June and then very flat. July, August, September, very flat. I added money and I didn't withdraw any money from him. He seems to be able to control that risk, if that's what he was doing, because it wasn't really. The volatility was huge, you know. But he seems to really analyze. I think he analyzes the companies well, with my limited experience of how to gauge that. And I believe in his thesis. That the arguments he puts forward for why he's holding on to certain assets make sense to me. And I think, all right, this guy is analysing it at a much higher degree. I've said this many times. He's doing a better job than I am, right? If someone's going to analyse the markets, would I trust me or Amit? Amit, boom. So still copying him. So minus 1.36% so far in October. There you are. He's up 17%, 16.82 for the year. Again, we've got 1 year at a loss, minus 7.82. We've got 38% there, 35, 13, 79 last year and 16 so far this year. Mostly in energy sector. And I think he's the only one in my portfolio who does have a bit of crypto somewhere in there. I think he had a bit of crypto. Let's go here, because no one I'm copying trades crypto. Have you been watching that at all? Let's go and look at Bitcoin. Hold on, just go here. I can't see. No, he's not trading any cryptos in there. I can't see any, at least. But have you been watching Bitcoin? Are you trading cryptos? Are you looking at that? Bitcoin up near its all-time highs. It was at 73, I think, $73,000 at one point, and it's been nudging it all the time. So look, we get 2021, we have this massive blow-off rally here, gets up to 64 over here, and around November 2021, it was up here, got to like 69,000. Such a meme, right? So like radically immature markets, right? Got to 69, woo, and everyone dumped because they thought, well, that's a natural level. Everyone's going to sell. Everyone's just waiting it to get to 69 because it's a bit of a rude number, right? It's incredible what drives the markets. Unbelievable. So It dropped, and we've had this whole bear thing and winter and the cycles. Then the halving, everyone thinking the halving's coming, the Bitcoin halving. Prices going up, and now we reached new all-time highs there. We're at 73,000 there, and then it's gone down again, but look, it's coming back up. Is it doing what gold's doing? Store of wealth. Are you trading gold? Are you watching gold? Unbelievable, right? But Bitcoin. Are you trading Bitcoin? How do you feel about that? Are you back in it? Are you getting out of it? Do you think it will break these highs? I don't know, but that's a huge movement, isn't it? Really, it's just so valuable compared to that sort of people clicking the screen back in the day. Over on gold, let's have a look at what gold's doing. It's really incredible. $2,776 for an ounce of gold, all right? I remember buying gold, made videos where I was buying it at $1,800 because I was trying to buy physical gold, which isn't here, by the way, if anyone's watching my channel. It's all safely stored. But wow, physical gold, buying it at $1,800, it's now $2,776. Is that good news or very bad news about how people see the state of the financial world? Because generally people see gold as a safe haven. If everything's going wrong, well, let's buy gold instead. Countries do it to keep their money safe, to preserve that value against inflation. Because basically, is gold going up in value? Or is the money that you buy gold with going down in value? Does that make any sense? What does this actually mean? Does this mean our money's really in a bad way? Or does it mean, oh, gold was a good buy? How do you look at that? Because people generally pour money into it when they want to keep their money safe. At least that's what I hear. I'll just show you something. The site I used to buy gold from, or I did used to. It sounds like very regular. But I once or twice bought gold from. Okay, here's the site. And I was buying it like $1,800 for an ounce. And now look, 1,800 euros for half an ounce. For half an ounce. Over here, look at this. Over here, 2,611 euros for an ounce of gold. I was buying them at $1,800, I believe. Or was it euros, maybe? But look at the price increase. Incredible. 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 Are you in gold? Do you have physical gold? Or do you buy it on eToro? Or do you buy it on, whatever, digital kind of version of gold? Obviously, there's different benefits to having both. It's easier to just buy and sell it quickly when you're buying it on a brokerage or whatever, and you've got you haven't really got the physical asset. But when you've got the physical asset, it's obviously yours, If the brokerage goes down or whatever, you've still got your physical asset, and you can just hold that. And what do you do? Are you into gold? Are you into silver? They say silver when everything goes up. When there's volatility, they say silver moves more than gold. So upside and downside. How do you feel about that? Another thing I want to show you is the Fear and Greed Index. That's a thing. So this is CNN Business's Fear and Greed Index. That's right. They're working out, because fear and greed, big motivating factors in the market sentiment, how people are actually feeling. And sort of they're always trying to work that out. Is the general opinion greed at the moment? Are they buying? Yeah, we're going to get rich. More. Or is it fear? Is everyone sort of withdrawing their money into cash and staying out of the markets? It has a huge impact on how the crowd is moving and then subsequently the price of assets. And at the moment, we're at 57. We're in greed, but we're at the low end of greed, aren't we? So look, if we look a year ago, it was at 30, which is over here. So we were in fear. 1 month ago, we were at 73. We were up here at the top end of greed. 1 week ago, 61. And now we're at 57, so it's calming down. People, I think maybe it's coming closer to the US elections. Maybe it's they see what's happening in the Middle East. I don't know why. But the greed seems to be moving down and people are becoming a little bit more cautious. Maybe it's because the rally over the last few weeks, how well the stock markets have been doing. If you're a trader, if you're a real good write in the comments why you think this is changing. Is it because we've had like a bit of a rally and now people are thinking, all right, that's going to change. People are going to start, selling, What's doing this? I have no idea. But it's a very interesting thing. Look at this. Market momentum. So this is over since January. The market momentum has just been up and up and up. We've had spikes in volatility around August, but the market has just been up and up and up. So what's moving this? Let me know what you think is moving this over here. And what are you doing to sort of keep your money safe? You out of the markets at the moment? Are you waiting for this election to happen and thinking, all right, well, I don't know who's going to win, but no matter who wins, there might be some trouble from the other side. Maybe that's the thing. What are you doing to prepare for it? Are you taking your money out of the markets or are you making big bets at the moment? Whatever you're doing, hope you stay safe and it's a sort of peaceful time and you manage to navigate the storms which might be there on the horizon. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll wait and I'll have a look at your comments. All right, thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please share it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I see a lot of people watch videos, but they're not subscribed. It really helps me, and thanks for watching. See you guys.